YouTube, Niner Empire, what is going down? Welcome back to another video. As expected, the 49ers fired special teams coordinator Brian Schneider. This move came pretty late last night. I said in my most recent video, two coaches that need to go, Brian Schneider and defensive coordinator Nick Sorensen. And I would expect the 49ers to eventually fire Nick Sorensen within the next coming days. Really within the next week or so. But, I mean, by many measures, the 49ers, without a doubt, had the worst special teams unit in the league during this 24 season. Obviously, most notably coming from Jake Moody. But also, there was a long list of penalties this year, turnovers, mental mistakes. So obviously, it comes to no surprise that Brian Schneider was relieved of his duties. Shanahan hired him in 2022. And, the past couple seasons, the 49ers have had struggles. Even during last year, the 49ers struggled to some degree and with their special teams unit. Now, obviously, it wasn't nearly as bad as it was this year. But, the special teams unit costed the 49ers multiple games this year. I mean, we're talking, 3 or 4 games that could have easily went the 49ers' way had, the special team unit, had special teams not made mental errors and missed field goals and things like that. And I don't think that, Jake Moody struggled. I don't think Brian Schneider really has a lot to do with Jake Moody's struggles this year, but obviously it's a mirror image of him. At the end of the day, he is responsible for anybody on the special teams unit struggling. So obviously, when it comes down to it, he's going to be the guy to take the fall, and I absolutely agree with the move. They need a change. They're entering an off season. To some degree, could be viewed as like a rebuild. I mean, there's going to be a lot of roster changes. There's going to be a lot of coaching decisions and coaching changes. So I think this is just kind of like the first domino to fall. I think Nick Sorensen is a guy that I look at that's probably going to be next. And then we'll see what kind of happens from there. But what an ugly season. For the 49ers and their special teams unit. And because of that, Kyle Shanahan fires Brian Schneider of his position of special teams coordinator. So again, probably not the only guy that's going to be fired. Again, I expect a couple other coaches probably on their way out. So, yeah, man, we'll see what happens. But again, in my opinion, this is just kind of like the first domino to fall. What happens when one domino falls? A lot of others start falling. So we'll see what happens. Niner faithful, let me know your guys' thoughts on this decision from Shanahan in the comments down below. Who should they replace him with? Who are some guys that the 49ers could bring in and have him be? Who's some guys that Shanahan could bring in and have them be, Schneider's successor? Because one thing I do know is that Brian Schneider clearly struggled in that, he was absolutely deserving of this situation to be fired from special teams coordinator. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. With that being said, as always, go Niners, and I'll see you guys in the next one.